Alright, greetings friends. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening with this channel, both behind the scenes and for upcoming videos. For me, my life gets a little bit crazy from September on through the New Year's. I usually try to post, or I've been trying to post one video about every 2 weeks for this channel. My wife and I like to host through the holidays, so it gets a little bit crazy in my household, and it gets kind of hard for me to be productive both in my band and for this channel. Speaking of musical interests, this is another crafty project. I'm not only crafty with tabletop war game stuff, but I do like to build custom stuff. So this is a custom base that my bandmate and I are putting together. We did all this detail, and we actually built a pick guard from scratch and everything. So it's got all these cool earth tones and stuff going on with it. So maybe I'll do a demo with that some other day. As far as the wargaming side of my hobby interest, I'm really getting into the 15mm scale of models, both with the miniatures and the terrain. I feel like I can actually have enough time and patience and not deal with this big growing pile of gray shame that I have in my backlog. Plus, at a 15mm scale, it's a lot easier for me to manage my own time and produce more content for this channel in particular. I'm looking forward to this next year coming up. I have like a lot of cool battle reports planned, and looking into like a lot of other games. I want to get back into one-page rules and do some more content with that. I'm looking into Rangers of Shadowdeep. You see me already do some content with that, but I plan on doing an actual battle report as I go, as I make new maps for that. And looking at more indie games, more zine kind of stuff like Space Weirdos and such. So with all of that content, I'm looking for fun and cool ways to maybe even like scrunch all of those down to a 15mm scale and show you how to play doing that by saving some space and having a good time. Rangers of Shadowdeep. So looking into Discord, I've changed the name of the channel Ranger X and upgraded it to the full Rangers of Shadowdeep channel, and then I moved it out of project testing onto the main channels. If you are new to this channel, I've started designing maps which you can print and play through all of Rangers of Shadowdeep by Joseph McCullough at a 15mm scale. I finished the design of Map 1 Scene 1, and I've put links for those to grab if needed, both on Discord, and I have a Patreon now. So speaking of Patreon, I've had a Patreon for a while, but I haven't really advertised it. For a while, I didn't know how I was really going to use it for the channel, but Patreon has had a lot of really cool updates lately, and it's kind of made it more beneficial for what I want to do for future content and stuff. So it makes it easier for me to share files for you guys that I'm working on. You can head on over and download my Rangers of Shadowdeep map files for free, and you can also join my Patreon for free. I'm always going to have a free tier, and most of everything that I produce is going to be on the free tier. That's just the way I plan on doing things. So head on over, check it out if you want to follow me through that. I will put a link for my Patreon down in the description of this video. I've also been working on FDM and paper models that can be used for the Rangers of Shadowdeep, and I'm slowly releasing them. These are very basic designs just to get you started. If you're fine with just printing out some paper maps and paper minis just to have the bare minimum way to play through the game, this is for you. The monsters, I'm trying to be a little creative with the FDM prints, but for the Rangers, I've designed what I've called the block minis, which look more like sort of like board game pieces with initials for each members of your party. This is the easiest way for me to just pump out some free miniatures for you, just to have you some content to print out and play and get through the game. My intention is for you to like use the maps that I'm creating to print out, and actually for you to go and find some STLs that you can buy and actually use for the game. So that's the main purpose. But if you're interested in, like I said, just printing out some free paper minis or even some kind of simple STLs, this is the way to go. I'll have the rest of those models kind of released soon, and I only have a Map 1 Scene 1 map out for the Rangers of Shadowdeep, and I'll slowly just kind of pump out the rest of the missions as I go. For my personal game of Rangers of Shadowdeep, I've had fun sourcing models for both the minis and the terrain that I use for my map that I built. So once I get all this completed, I plan on working up a battle report for that, so stay tuned. Warhammer Quest. I'm still working on collecting and building a complete set of the standard box of the original Warhammer Quest game. I have all the cards and the tiles produced, and now I'm working on the models and tokens. I designed some custom doorways in the portcullis, and I printed and painted a set of goblins, so be on the lookout for a goblin painting video soon. One-page rules. I have 3 projects in line featuring one-page rules. For the first and second, One Page Rules has released a new starter set for both Grimdark Future and Age of Fantasy. I released videos for the starter sets in the past, which have been pretty popular on my channel, and I plan on doing that again with this new set. In the past, I released battle reports featuring both the Grimdark Future and the Age of Fantasy side of the games, and I used the final mission that you can find in the setup for the quick start guide as content for my videos. I plan on doing the same thing, but actually I'm contemplating maybe playing through the whole how to play missions, so let me know in the comments if you're interested in something like that, so it be more something like learning how to play the skirmish game completely through. The third one-page rules project features Mission 1 from the Age of Fantasy campaign book, Secrets of Teshaw. Much like the Rangers of Shadowdeep, I've created a custom map at a 15mm scale, and I'll soon release it for free. So be on the lookout for both a build video of me creating that map and a battle report of Mission 1. Chrome Rangers. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with Adam Loper and Vincent Ventrella in the tabletop wargaming scene. They produce a zine and release it a couple of times a year, and they feature small rule sets for war games, which are really cool and just kind of fun to go through. The latest one is called Chrome Rangers. I just love these little zines. They're so like punk rock and everything. But I have 2 different mechs that I've sourced from that, using one-page rules models actually. So one is a Dwarf Guild's walker, and the other is a Human Defense Force walker. And I'm looking at some terrain. Printable scenery is one of my favorite terrain STL. They produce my favorite terrain STLs just for FDM printing. Usually it's pretty easy just to print those things out. So through printable scenery, I've found some cool STLs that are very Tatooine looking, just little huts. So I'm slowly collecting and building those. And if you notice that these are also all in 15mm scale. So if I end up building a small map for that and it works out for this game, I don't know if it'll work for this game or not, but if it does, I will also release that battle report for that, and I will go back in our history through the archives and release battle reports for I think they have a game called Tanks at Apocalypse, and there's a goblin game that's like really fun, so be on the lookout for that. So I guess that will be it for this video update. Be on the lookout for all these future releases. I'm kind of looking forward to this new year coming up. And you can also find Square Table Union on all other social media such as Patreon, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. Be excellent to each other, and I'll see you guys on our next adventure.